For millennia, we've looked to the sky and seen the eagle. We've seen a predator, a king, a symbol. But behind all that myth is a biological marvel. And the reality of this bird has inspired some of our most powerful ideas about wisdom and strength. So today, we're going to dig into how the physical creature became such a profound teacher for us all.
All right, let's dive right in. And to really get this, we have to start with the physical reality of the eagle, beginning with its most legendary feature, its vision.
So you've probably heard of 20/20 vision, right? Well, an eagle has 25 vision. But what does a number like that actually mean for a bird soaring high above the earth?
It means a level of seeing that is, well, it's almost impossible for us to imagine. It's not just good eyesight. It's a genuine superpower that literally shapes its entire world. To put this into perspective, think about something you can see perfectly clearly from 5 feet away. An eagle sees that same object with the exact same sharpness from 20 feet away. In fact, they can supposedly spot a rabbit from over 3 miles away. Just let that sink in for a second. So, how is that even possible? Well, here's where the science gets really cool. An eagle's retina has 2 fovea, those are the points of sharpest focus, where we only have 1. And get this, each one is packed with 1,000,000 light-detecting cells per millimeter. That's 5 times more than our eyes. This setup basically acts like a built-in high-powered telephoto lens. Incredible. Okay, so we've got this incredible biological machine. But how does that, transform the eagle from just another predator into one of the most enduring symbols in human history? I mean, that's the real question, isn't it? How do we get from the hard facts of talons and eyesight to these huge abstract ideas like justice, freedom, and truth? Well, a big part of the answer lies in an idea called macrosymbolism. The eagle's observable superiority, the fact that it flies higher, sees farther, and hunts with such power, is just so potent that it becomes a natural canvas for our own ideas about power itself. And this slide illustrates that perfectly. That power can be seen in 2 completely opposite ways. For the epic poet Homer, the eagle was all about heroic valor and divine justice. But for a comedian like Aristophanes, that same power was the perfect symbol for greedy criminals and tyrants. Hero or villain, it really all depends on your point of view. So it's really no surprise that this idea of supreme power made the eagle the perfect emblem for anyone who wanted to project ultimate authority over the world. You can literally trace this unbroken line of power across thousands of years. It starts as the companion to Zeus, the king of all Greek gods. The Romans then adopt it as the sacred Aquila for their legions. Centuries later, Napoleon literally copies the Roman standard for his own imperial army. And then, a new power, the United States, chooses a native eagle for its Great Seal. It's an incredible legacy. But, not everyone saw this connection to absolute power as a good thing. Way back in ancient Greece, the orator Dio Chrysostom argued that the eagle, with its raw predatory nature, wasn't a model of noble kingship at all, but of straight-up tyranny. Okay, let's shift gears, because it's not all about empires and armies. The eagle also became this profound source of spiritual guidance and personal wisdom. In many indigenous traditions, the eagle is about connection, not dominance. It represents a sacred link to truth, courage, and a deep respect for all life. As the scholar Larry Chartrand explains, just a single feather represents truth, and it's an honor that has to be treated with the absolute greatest respect. Now, on the other hand, modern motivational thinking often takes the eagle's solitary nature and turns it into a blueprint for fierce individualism. The lessons are pretty clear. Fly high above the petty squabbles. Be fearless no matter how big your problems seem. Always seek fresh challenges, and use the storms of life to lift you even higher. And that brings us to one of the most powerful modern stories, the eagle's rebirth. Now, this isn't biologically accurate, but as an allegory, wow, it's a compelling story about transformation. The idea is that to be truly renewed, you have to go through a painful process, shedding old habits, beliefs, and burdens to finally emerge stronger than ever before. So let's bring this all back down to earth. Beyond the grand symbolism and big life philosophies, what practical wisdom can we learn just by watching the eagle itself? Turns out, simply observing the bird can be a powerful lesson in mindfulness. It teaches us patience, to sit still, watch, and save our energy for the perfect moment. It shows us how to find balance, trusting the process, riding the invisible currents of the air instead of fighting them. And it reminds us to make time for play. You'll sometimes see an eagle just break its flight path to cartwheel through the sky seemingly for no other reason than the joy of it. In the end, the eagle is really a mirror. Whether you see a symbol of empire, a messenger of truth, or a model of resilience, what you find in the eagle often reflects what you value most in yourself and the world. It's a powerful reminder that wisdom isn't just something we find, it's something we create by projecting our own ideals onto the master of the sky. So when you look up, what wisdom do you see?